Greetings from Kansas City. Top of the evening to y'all. This is Renee Benson at AV Renee KC, and you are listening to and watching the AV Life.
Hello, everyone from Southern California. This is Murphy Daly, AV veteran and author, and PM Minutress, coming to you, and you are joining us for the AV Life.
James King here, writer for the Higher Ed Digital Media Group, IT and AV column, and you are watching and listening to the AV Life.
Hey, Joe Way here, and I get to be a crew member again, 2 in a row. Let's go. And we've got watching and listening to the AV Life.
And I'm your host, Tim Van Wert from Rutgers University, and HETMA member, and wearing as much green and Irish as I could possibly drum up here. Happy St. Patrick's Day from us at the AV Life, which you are now watching and listening to. So welcome. Yes, we are recording this on St. Patrick's Day. We've got some of us have our green, some of us have our very big sunglasses. And I reference that because our guest today is Erin Maher-Moran. And how are you doing, Erin?
Hanging in there. Glad to be with you guys.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you back again, and you with your Irish level turned up here today, I see. So
absolutely, with a name like Erin, how could I not be?
Exactly. So how are we all doing tonight? Crew, we're doing good. Yeah, Joe, I know I brought you to crew. Yeah.
Doing fantastic. Green drinks, green lights, green everything.
So festive.
Yeah, I flash a little bit too.
Woo!
I didn't know if it.
Look at that.
There we go. It's like don't watch if you experience epilepsy or something with the flashing lights. Yeah, we gotta shut those off. Murphy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm well. We're in a little bit of a heat wave. Oh my gosh, this flowers are blooming. I have in my front yard, there's 2 climbing flowery plants, and also the orange tree, which is just really blossoming. And all of these flowers, the orange tree, the jasmine, and some climbing roses smell amazing. I feel like I'm just totally decadent, and the whole world is celebrating. And it just gave me this gift of this gorgeous smell and all these beautiful flowers. It's a good day.
It is a good day. Yeah. We're in a quite a nice weather. Well, except for today. The rest of the week's been pretty good so far, and tomorrow's supposed to be good. But so far here in Jersey, we've had a very spring-like week, so it's been kind of nice. So, and my car is getting fixed from its little fender bender, so I'm in a rental which has a sunroof, which it was like, this is great. It's like, this is a perfect week to have a sunroof. So it was very cool.
Yeah, I always enjoyed when my vehicles had a sunroof.
It's the first one I've had that's had a sunroof, or I mean, even as a rental. So
I didn't know you had a fender bender.
Yeah, it was just a little thing, and it was a truck, and he kind of missed my bumper and hit my trunk on my new car.
I was gonna say, did you just get a new car last fall?
In December.
Oh.
Yep. So this happened about a month ago. Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
And it took my auto body guy is backlogged because of supply chain and employment issues. So it's even the auto repair guys, it's like, so it's not just us in electronics, but it's hitting, and I say electronics just in general, like for us.
Yeah.
But it was like, best I could do for you is March 14th. And I was like, okay. It's like, so
that's good.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you know a little tidbit difference between a moonroof and a sunroof.
Oh, tell me. I've always wondered.
Oh yeah, I never knew what the difference was.
So the way I understand it is a moonroof does not open, sunroof opens.
Ah. So if it's the glass that's there,
just the glass, it's a moonroof. If it
Okay.
opens, even if it props up, it's a sunroof.
Interesting. I mean, makes sense. Okay, I get it. Ah, that's cool. I would have never. I mean, I never guessed to even find out why.
I guess I just thought they were the same and it was just your preference, what you wanted
Yeah.
to call it.
So if you're a day person or a night person, it's
Right.
like,
Wow, interesting.
That's the
Yeah.
quality information you come to the AV Life for.
That's what
Exactly.
James's motto is just always be learning. So he's
Always
Exactly.
be learning.
always be
Yeah.
teaching when he's here.
So I got a random question for the group because now my brain
Answer is
can't
5.
think. No, 42. It's always 42.
Always 5.
Well, apparently last night at the
52.
it was 52 for the Women's Council trivia.
Oh,
Dang, I'm so bummed I missed that.
The final question, the answer was 52. And we got it right.
There you
Come
go.
from behind win.
oh, all right. So you actually won that trivia. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you didn't win the Hetmo one.
Wow, he's getting salty.
Hey, I just, oh,
Sorry to derail you. What was your question?
Oh yeah.
So the little box that, and because we recorded this in Zoom, I'll let people know that it's
Thank you,
not like it's a
Zoom.
big secret.
Right.
The box that goes around the people that are speaking, is it always green, or am I just noticing it's green because it's St. Patrick's Day?
It used to be yellow.
I thought
Okay,
it
so today I'm seeing it as green.
Same
So
here.
It's green today.
Did they change it for
Let me
Zoom, did you-
see.
Zoom? Did you change it for St. Patrick's Day?
I think it's an optical illusion. It
No,
just
it's
seems
green.
more green today.
No.
No, I'm
It
looking
looks
at
pretty.
I'm looking
I know,
at last week's, and James is talking, and James's box is green. This is last
Really?
week.
Oh, okay. So it's just me.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
when
I
got
thought it was
one
always yellow.
months
I
ago.
thought it
and
was
it's
yellow
green.
too. That's what let me see if I got, just go check our Twitter and look at our old pictures.
You can look at the old pictures. Yeah, see who was the last one to talk because they'll have the box around it. So, okay. So that was my random tidbit. That's the quality.
So the answer is not 42 or
No, it's not.
5.
No, it's green.
Green.
Always has, always will be, I guess.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, so we'll ask other random questions a little bit later in the episode. Let me turn it over to some quality information from our PM Minutress Murphy. What do you got for us this St. Patrick's Day, Murphy?
Okay. Well, I actually had the chance to visit Ireland. I went on a trip there for fun, and while we were so one of the things about Ireland is they're big in community. There's also a thing called they have like the pubs. They're famous for the Guinness beer, yes, and
Beer?
the celebrating with songs, which I do enjoy, the Irish music and the traditional, and I'm sure they've got plenty of contemporary musicians too. But there's like this great sense of community. And they talk about here's something to learn if you don't know already, to say if you're having we would say, are we having a good time? You're having a good time? Well, they have a special word called crack. It's good crack.
I think there are people over here in New Jersey that say the same thing, but for other reasons.
I believe it's spelled CRAIC. It's a crack and good time. There's good crack at the pub. We're having it's crack with my friends, all of that. But a tragedy happened. This was quite a long time ago, as we were driving around from B&Bs, etc. We were listening to the radio, and remember that radios in cars.
The radio.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. And I think it was in the town of Limerick, which was not a town we were going to, but the whole country of Ireland was reporting on a woman who had been killed, an older woman who had been killed in her apartment, wherever she was living. She's killed in her home. And the radio was like, this is sad. the whole country about one woman who was not famous or a politician or anything. She just was like a human that was part of she was one of them. And she had been killed, which is very sad. Here in America, we're like, oh, what a bummer. That's a shame. Lock your door, whatever. But there, the radio was talking about it all the time. And in fact, they were having a parade. Parade might not be the right word, but they were having this whole procession in Limerick to be sad about this woman's death. I'm like, wow, that is a lot of the whole country being sad about one fairly ordinary woman who was killed tragically. That really impressed me, that this was a small country that cared about the people in it, which was not something I had experienced in America. So, the PM Minute on St. Patrick's Day. It seems relevant to talk about the project team. Be human with the team. And I have to remind myself to do this sometimes. I get really intense, like, okay, we got to do this thing. You can do this thing, check on the thing. Okay, let's talk about the thing that we're trying to do. But being human and stopping and saying, how are you doing? And being a team and caring about each individual as a human, as a person, appreciating each person, and laughing, having a good time, and caring about the things that happen in a person's life, I think is really valuable for the health of the team and the health of the project. And also, it's just a better way to live.
I completely agree with that, Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things that a lot of us that are in higher ed, that's why we are in our vertical, because there is that sense of like family, and in a way where we're all, we know what's going on, and we know like how to support each other in that respect. So I really like that. And I think that's, yeah, like you said, that's a good way to live, like just to have that community, as it were, so awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one. They're always good. Yeah.
Any other little limericks to add to Murphy's
Well, just think if there was a
minute?
little more of that, it'd be a lot nicer world, right? If people
Mhm.
were a little bit more compassionate and just more respecting, caring, it'd be. It's a nice reminder. If anybody's listening, just one reminder: just be kind, be nice, be
Mhm.
thoughtful, be respectful.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the bees, be them all.
It's like a cheerleader. Be aggressive.
No,
Wait a
not
minute,
aggressive, not aggressive.
Be nice to each
And
other. Wait.
aggressively nice.
Aggressively nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's, yeah, I think, and like Renee said, this is a good reminder, especially like right now, like this is a good reminder. So thank you, Murphy. That was awesome. Well done. And I love how you tied that into St. Patrick's Day too. That was awesome. I will say this has been a good St. Patrick's Day so far for me. Things feel more normal, that because there were parades, people are out doing things and celebrating, and for me, like the St. Patrick's Day parade was the last thing I did before the whole crazy COVID stuff. So that was 2 years ago, and now it's like, okay, we're getting back. So Joe, I guess my prediction was a little off, because I said January of 2023. So I'm off a little bit. I think we're not quite normal, but I think we're gonna get there before then. So I will say I was off a little bit.
We're normal enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Normal
So
enough.
Define
Yeah.
your normal.
Well, so I will say Rutgers is effective April 4th. You don't have to wear your mask like in general public kind of areas. You do if you're in a classroom, but if outside of that, like pretty much that's about it. So it's an interesting kind of hybrid.
Yeah, we're next week, the 28th. We don't have to wear masks.
And then the thought process was that everyone's going away this week for spring break, and then by the time, or they were away last week when you hear this episode on Monday. So we were away last week for spring break, and the 2 weeks after will give us April 4th. That's the Monday. That's 2 Mondays from the Monday that you're listening to this episode.
That was smart thinking to wait until after. Yeah, we already lifted, like in public areas, you can be mask free except for labs and classrooms and stuff like that. But everywhere else.
Oh yeah, labs too. Yes, yeah. Teaching spaces, I think, is how they put it. Yeah.
We're basically fully open, like no requirements at all.
Yeah, I was trying to think of when our mask mandates were lifted, but it would have been, I don't know, a year ago. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Kids are back in school and class. I mean, people are back to work. Concerts are happening. Events are happening.
Yeah. Yeah, we for the K through 12, we dropped the mask mandate earlier this month. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So yeah,
I think it was last week.
Was it last week?
I have a feeling it was last week when my girls could stop wearing masks. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and my wife and I gave our son his mask and said, he's like, if you feel like you need to wear it, you could wear it. Like, if there are a lot of people around and you want, I don't think he's worn it since then, but we gave him the option. So,
which is the way it should be. If you want to wear it, that's fine. Yeah.
So
we're moving on. Let's go.
Let's move it. Yeah, we're moving on. More St. Patrick's, more parties, more everything. So, so random question, doesn't really have to do with St. Patrick's, but it does because it's green. Who's your favorite green fictional character? I'm just throwing it out there. I was thinking of random things today while I was, sitting in traffic trying to get home. So,
green fictional character.
Probably, like Shrek. I love Shrek.
Shrek.
That's a good one. I mean, Kermit was the first one to pop up.
Kermit, yeah.
That's good.
Kermit. Oh yeah,
Oscar.
I can see that. Yeah, Oscar for you. Okay.
Oscar.
Appropriate.
I mean, there was Jiminy Cricket too, and Mike Wazowski. Yeah, so.
Wazowski.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Hulk.
Oh, there's the Hulk. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yoda.
Yes.
Talk
And
about
I was wearing his.
making a comeback. How about Yoda?
Oh yeah. So we went through all of Book of Boba Fett in like a day. It was great.
I'm working my way slowly through Mandalorian, just like this last month.
Mandalorian, I feel, is better than Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, see, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but yeah,
But
yeah,
mute Tim, mute.
Yeah, I know.
Baby Yoda is he's taken a long time to unfold. I'm not all the way through season 2 yet, so I'm like, what you got for me, kid? Come on. You're mostly
He is. Baby Yoda is the focus of that entire, like, he has taken any weight off of the Mando's shoulders and has taken it on his own. And
the one thing that annoys me is it's not Baby Yoda. It's Gru, right? Like Gru. Yeah, like it's not Yoda. Like what? It just annoys me that they call him Baby Yoda.
He looks like Baby Yoda.
See, and it's the
he
reverse.
Looks like Yoda because it's the same species, but it's not Yoda. Like when I first started watching it, I thought it was a flashback to when Yoda was a baby.
No, I knew that was the case.
Well, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so timeline was new to me. And then once I realized it wasn't, I was a little disappointed.
well,
yeah. So
early on, they say that he is 50 years old. That's part of in the very beginning that this baby is 50 years old. I'm like, that's a long toddler period.
It is.
Well, Yoda lived to be 900, you know.
Mhm.
That one of his last lines in Empire Strikes Back is, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
I know, that's
You
why.
know,
Yeah. So I'm
it's
like,
like,
oh,
so
you can't
yeah,
see.
so if you look at it that way, like,
That's no.
he's a
fine.
5-year-old for a 90-year-old, so it's like,
No, I'm sorry.
Could you imagine being the parent, having to take care of them for that many years?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh. At least he had a flying self stroller bassinet thing for the most part that he could shut, so that's helpful.
Where is that technology? Like, that is what I need. I needed one of those in Disney parks, so that way it's like, you know, here, go lay down in here, it's just gonna hover with us everywhere we go.
Well, yeah, once they build that, nobody will walk anymore, and we'll all stop using our legs.
Wally.
Wally, yeah, exactly. We're coasting around in our chairs with our shake drinks. Although we already have started with the shake drinks thing, so you know, you could basically get an entire meal in a shake. So
sure.
Erin.
Yeah, well.
Oh, speaking of which, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so my daughter, who she and I both do the martial arts thing, and so I'm instructing her. She does karate and I do my Krav, and I'm like, okay, you really need to have protein so you can grow your muscles. And she's like, okay. So I want her to not just eat Pop-Tarts all the time. So we talked about we're like, okay, and prices are going up. I'm like, geez. So she uncovered this incredibly healthy special protein drink powder that I had. She's like, what is this? It says chocolate on it. I'm like, that's my special spinach, smoothie powder that, she's like, no, it's really good. I'm like, you know what? Okay. All right. I shouldn't be greedy with my special raw food, organic protein powder. What? So this turned into, she likes the way it tastes. God bless her. So it's very healthy. It's like mega nutritious, right? But I'm like, okay, I've already lecturing her about protein. She has to have protein and she's eating it diligently. I'm like, how do I explain this is special? You can't have it all the time, even though it's kind of delicious. So I did this breakdown of the price per gram of protein in the different protein powders, because I've got a less tasty but cheaper one from Trader Joe's, and then the price of the protein per gram of protein with chicken, with eggs, and with beans, lentils. I broke it all down. I was surprised to discover, because I'm like, you got to have like a basis of comparison, right? I was surprised to discover that eggs per gram of protein, if that's the basis, the baseline, was slightly more expensive than chicken meat. I'm like, maybe I should just be eating slabs of chicken. What are we doing with this egg thing? Yeah, prices are going up. They didn't used to be that expensive. The chicken union has been working on it for their eggs, but they're like, more eggs. Eggs are more. They used to be like 3 years ago, they were $1 a dozen. Now they're $3 a dozen. Cheapest you can get. So anyway, so I'm like, well, maybe we need to eat more slabs of chicken meat. But the beans were like 1.5 cents per gram of protein for the lentils. I'm like, okay. And God bless her, she is a good baby because she enjoys my lentil soup. I make it with a big dollop of spaghetti sauce. So it's kind of tomatoey. And she has that for breakfast almost every morning.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Okay.
Very interesting.
I'm like, God bless you. That's incredibly healthy and inexpensive. So, but she will allow herself one serving of the fancy protein. She says it tastes as good as Starbucks. I'm like, it is pretty good. It's expensive.
So there you go, Starbucks. You need to start releasing protein shakes on top of. Hey, if their baristas can make all those fancy coffee things, they can make a protein shake. If you ask me, like, really, what would be the next step? Yeah,
and then they'll charge like 3 times as much. Like, oh, it's healthy, it's raw.
Yeah,
and it's convenient. It's convenient. You get it through the drive-through on your way through.
Another sponsorship opportunity. Just saying,
hey,
Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah. Starbucks for the AV life. It's like, I accept will you accept cash for sponsorship as well as additional gift cards to Starbucks, so we could have your beverages on every night?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there into the ether. So, does anybody have any like St. Patrick's Day traditions or things that, like, my father-in-law always makes corned beef, so I haven't had mine yet. I will have mine this weekend because it's usually on the weekend that he makes it. So,
yeah, I had mine in the crock pot ready to go this morning. Put it in. Oh, so good. Every year I'm like, why don't I eat this more often?
Right.
And then I don't.
Then yeah.
It won't be as special if you eat it more often.
True.
Right.
Also, the food analysis, it has its drawbacks. Its deliciousness is not a drawback.
True.
But the pool of grease.
Yeah.
Just
and
fun.
the amount of sodium is through the roof.
Love salt. I
So
hope I never have to cut back on salt because I put salt in everything.
Yeah, me too, Murphy. It's a real problem for me. So speaking of supply chain issues, apparently my father-in-law had a hard time finding pickling spice this year.
Oh yeah, spices are in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, he went out, he's like, I bought the corned beef, they had no pickling spice. Like, how do you sell corned beef with no pickling spice? And I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Say, I gotta
usually there's a little
chips.
Right, they got the whole thing set up, like, and actually it's funny. I was at ShopRite by me last night, but for like the staples, and I walked in, and the first thing, it was cabbage, corned beef, potatoes. Like they were just all there right when you walked in. And so I mean, it's usually Erin, it's usually right there with everything else, but not there.
Huh.
There's always just some random thing that is
okay. That must be an East Coast thing because that doesn't exist in California. Do you see that, Joe?
A lack of
I
spices.
don't see the stuff for the
Oh.
cabbage and the potatoes and the
for sure. Yeah.
No, I don't see it much.
Maybe we just have larger Irish populations on the East Coast or something.
Right.
Did Joey just go to Plaid?
I feel like Joe is getting abducted by aliens. All the things happening with his screen.
I don't know what's happening over there.
Crazy transition.
He would be if he were in his Tesla.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't get this to go right.
See, I see that sign. I'm like, what are you trying to do, Joe? Oh
my goodness.
Whoa.
He's being taken by the leprechauns.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. We'll find a way to get your show.
The little people are taking him away.
He's not even speaking, and he took over your show.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, and now he's off. Now he's off, way off somewhere. I don't know where he went.
I hope he's okay back there.
I hope, there you go.
Speed up the elevator through the chocolate factory to go get him.
Yeah,
that was funny guy.
faster. We'll never make it through. Up and out. That was on TV the other day. The original one, the one with oh geez, I totally drew. I just had his name and I totally lost it.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, thank you. It's like I had it. And then it went away.
I think it is the only.
I mean,
so Johnny Depp's wasn't bad. It was a different take on it. And I haven't read the book since I was like preteen aged, so I don't really remember, but apparently that movie is more accurate to what the book was. I think it was a little edgier. So
yes, the Johnny Depp one is supposed to be more true to the book. The book is very dark by my understanding of it, and the Johnny Depp one's supposed to be truer to the book, but when they first made the movie with Gene Wilder, they didn't want it to be dark, and that's why they went with a different angle of it.
And Joe, the Leprechaun Joe, has joined us on the podcast.
Wait, how did Joe get my beard?
Oh, is that where it went?
Somebody has to have one.
There you go.
Apparently in 5 minutes, James will have one. So
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Good time.
There's the James.
I liked
I'll mimic
I liked how the other one like moved with you. Like it had that little AI kind of like we're gonna move and sway a little bit. So see, I like that. That's what I need to do. I need to really get it full and do like the little handlebar thing on mine. That would be cool.
You should.
Yeah, but then it gets so long. It gets so long, and it gets in the way. Yeah,
I like need training on how to play with the Zoom tools.
I don't think he's using Zoom. I think he's OBS.
OBS, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. OBS could also be a sponsor of the AV Life as well. So if they wanted to. Zoom actually was a sponsor of the AV Life as well back in the day. So I'm just throwing that out there too.
They were?
Yes, they were.
Back when they were
way back in
this is pre big Zoom. This is So any of the former sponsors of the AV Life would gladly. Wow, Joe. Joe has become St. Patrick's Day. Like he is the embodiment.
Oh. Like Oompa Loompa's creepy green cousin.
Yeah.
You know,
Loompa Oopa.
No,
maybe
that's the Wizard of Oz, the flowers.
I can say so much without saying anything at all. It's wonderful.
Yes, yeah, it's like we have the Munchkin, the Munchkin forest of flowers there. Yes, I got no words, Joe. Yeah.
I think I want to stay on this one. I like, I think this one.
All right, so Joe is going to stay.
Group.
And he changes.
That's what you need.
So see, that's a lot of that's Wizard of Oz kind of esque there too. That's like the wizard. Well, now I don't know what that is.
Yeah, for those of us who are only listening to audio, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're very sorry for this.
Very sorry.
So here's
radio.
Bring it back to the topic of St. Pat. I just learned something, and I don't know if this is true or not because I haven't done the research. So maybe there's brighter people here. But I was actually told that St. Patrick was not Irish.
That's true.
That was interesting.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I guess I was the only one who did not know that until today.
You're like, what?
Well, so 12 years of Catholic education, you get all the patron saint stuff. Oh, so actually, this was another one I had. So yes, St. Patrick is the patron saint. This is his feast day. He's patron saint of Ireland and a whole host of other things. If we were to have a patron saint of AV, who do we think it would be? If we could pick
I know
anyone.
exactly that answer. I know exactly the answer.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about this. Okay.
All right. Let's have it, Murphy.
So Graham. It was Graham Kirkpatrick. He on the 1st of March was like, hey, and he said it in Welsh, the St. David's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know what that is. And it turns out that there is a St. David who is the patron saint of Wales.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that he did was there's like miracles. I mean, you probably know this better than I. I'm not Catholic. So you have to have miracles to become a saint, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things he did is he was trying to speak to a group of people, and the miracle was that he raised the mound that he was on was raised up so that his voice could project further, so people could hear the message the saintly message that he was trying to give. That sounds to me like a miracle that involves sound amplification.
Yeah. All right. So we could adopt Saint David as the patron saint of AV.
He's one contender.
I will. Yes, I will. I will accept that. I could say Gandalf, not Gandalf. No, hold on. totally. I was thinking Gryffindor, and I went to and now I'm seeing all sorts of wild things on Joe's screen. I'm like totally thrown off
Who
here.
could concentrate?
I know, right? Like this is terrible.
You're right.
Dumbledore.
Okay.
He
Also
would be the
universe, but
patron
okay.
saint of AV because he does that thing with the wand and he puts it on his throat for the similar thing, and he amplifies his voice that way, and he could do all sorts of wizardry for that. So I would say my
Okay, so he's
hat
an
is for
AV
Dumbledore.
superhero.
He is a
Magical. Okay.
magical AV superhero. So well, I mean, I could probably go to hell for this, but what more is a miracle than magic? So yes.
Absolutely.
I like that one, Joe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think you need to keep the yes. So, all right. So for the folks that are listening at home, you need to now go over to YouTube, like and subscribe. Yes, you have to go to
Not an
YouTube. And you
option.
have no,
to.
yes. Now,
Have to go.
because of everything that we've put you through now, and that was Joe Wade, the shining green reindeer. Anyway, so go to YouTube, like and subscribe, find this video, and you will see all the craziness that is happening, unless for some reason YouTube shuts us down for this.
Possible. Here's another tidbit. I actually learned this a while ago about do you know where the term mind your P's and Q's came from?
Nope, not me. I don't know.
Anyone?
It's got something to do with pints and quarts.
Yes.
But
Bartenders in Ireland, you see when the crowds would get rowdy, we used to yell out, mind your pints and quarts, and then shorten it to P's and Q's.
Interesting.
Was they selling
It's full of
beer
fun
in
facts.
quarts?
What was that?
Were they selling the beer in quarts? Because I mean, remember?
Well, over in Ireland,
like, they sell them
they're
in pints.
Pints and quarts. Yeah, they get them in different sizes, and I guess they call them pints and quarts over there.
This filter is supposed to turn my hair green.
You need hair first.
That is kind of.
Gotta go get a wig.
Yeah. There you go. The swishy beard, orange beard.
This might be
Oh,
the
there you
least amount of words Joe has ever said.
But yet he's
and still took over the show.
Taking over. He's still taking over my show. So also you could see
you've got skills. You've got skills.
You and if you're on YouTube, you also see the Irish dancers behind me as well.
I do. Every once in a while look at it, I'm like, oh, they're doing a great job. Repeat.
Yeah, and it's on a 30-second loop, so it's not like immediately noticeable that it resets. But although aside for the fact that they kind of do their final pose thing, knowing that they finished the number, but yeah, that was because as everybody knows at this point in
really.
At this point with the AV life, you all know I'm a big Disney person. So this is Raglan Road. It's an Irish pub at Disney Springs down in Orlando. And they have Irish dancing, even during non-St. Patrick's Day times. So if you feeling Irish, you can go there at any day of the year. All right, Joey, New Jersey bingo. I could fill that whole card like in my commute to Rutgers. Yeah. Like,
I know. I'm like, I only know some of these because of you guys, but I don't know.
Oh, look at that bipolar weather in the top left-hand corner there. Yes, that's exactly.
But I don't see disco fries.
What's GSP?
That's not really a Jersey.
Garden State Parkway.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that too. Okay.
I actually live right near LBI.
I think I need glasses because I almost thought it said the best mafia.
Instead
of malls.
Malls?
I was like,
well, we do have the best.
You better put your big glasses back on, Erin.
Yeah, I know, right? I apparently cannot read.
There you go.
And I'm sorry to everybody. I hit my microphone as I was leaning in because apparently I can't read either. So
you're a mess.
Well, it was hard with that white on green.
Yeah, that was a poor choice of coloring there. We need to have Lex talk to them a little bit, fix that all up. So,
oh my goodness!
What is that? Why are you spotlighted like that?
Well, it's called Dead Grandma. But
Dead Grandma?
Oh,
they're not wrong.
Oh,
We're saving grandma. Like
gotta
we're not
save
we're
you
not
for-
kill-
Oh!
Oh, we would.
all right.
I feel
Would,
bad
unless
for
you look like
whoever's
that.
listening to this.
This is I for the folks at home, I'm sorry as you're listening to this episode. This is
That
Well,
actually-
Sorry for those
Oh,
It's just
watching.
wow.
Oh God.
gonna
Yeah, you should save these for the Halloween episode, Joe. I mean, you're like 7 months too early.
Well, every day is like
like
Halloween.
Gollum's cousin.
Making me get tears in my eyes here. That's funny.
Well,
My-
I guess
my
I guess
friend.
everyone. Yes.
I'm sorry, I must leave you soon.
Yes, I'm sorry, Murphy. Yes, thank you so much, Murphy. I saw the message in the chat, but you see what we're dealing with here tonight.
Yeah, that might be inspiring me to go a little sooner. But thanks. This is fun, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy
Have a
St.
good one,
Patrick's Day,
Murphy.
Murphy.
Ew.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
And now Joe's bringing the gold. So anyway, I will say so. I'm going to turn this back to Infocom for a quick second. We're going to get off of Joe Way and this, although it does kind of apply to Joe Way in a way, but yeah, apparently we are going to be taking over the what was it, the Westgate, the Westview, whatever that one,
Westgate.
hotel,
Westgate.
the
Taking over
Westgate.
Westgate. Yeah.
Apparently that is where the party is happening at for higher ed and Infocom
So
this
note
year.
to
So-
self: stay away from Westgate.
No, no, come to that's where all the cool kids are. So
All the cool kids are at the Westgate.
Like
Yes,
you're having a
exactly.
sponsored party or you got an event, like what?
but we're all getting our
We're just
hotel
all
rooms
staying there.
Oh, you're all staying there. Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, the price was right, and it's literally connected to the convention center. So,
Good.
and actually, it's very close to where HETMA will be having our event. So
Hmm.
it'll be easy to come and go from there. So, but yeah, it's all happening. Like now we're
Awesome.
less than 3 months away, and it's all exciting and it's all happening. And
You
yeah,
want
and Erin-
you want a teaser for people who watch this on Monday. There's another episode coming out of the Higher Ed AV podcast on Tuesday. And I make a bold prediction about the numbers at ISE.
oh,
No.
And well, I am kidding. Mike Blackman, who agreed to do a TikTok dance with me.
wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Thing happens, but you have to listen to the episode to find out what that one thing is.
All right, so make sure you have your favorites for the Higher Ed AV podcast, and also check out higheredav.com, which we've made some slight adjustments to as well. So this is like
Version 7.
I know you said version 7. It's like 6.5 though. Like I feel like we didn't make that full transition, you know.
Don't encourage him, Tim. He will make version 8, 9, and 10 before we end up tonight.
Yeah.
Well, this is true.
He's like
It would be
7.
it'd be cool if I was like in the middle of the video, and then I could just be like, so right now, and go, oh, hi, Tim. How are you doing? And go to that side, and I can come over with.
Start invading everyone's square. Like it's
We need to call
Yeah.
somebody
You know,
to go
we should-
send like a
if we-
wellness check on him, make sure he's really okay.
You know what would be funny though is if we managed to make it work at Infocom, that like we set up a physical grid like this for the recording of the AV life, but actually we were just in our squares, like Hollywood squares, and then Joe could just hop around from square to square, and I
That
feel like
would
there's
be
a lot of I feel like there's a lot of construction involved with that though.
Yeah, I feel like that's very dangerous. Look
I
at he
think
can't even
you
he
could
can't
do
even
it.
stay in his little square and
I'm gonna find tomorrow when everything goes 50% off. I'm gonna go find him a little leprechaun, and I'm giving him one. It's got to be the creepiest one I could find. Oh, and there we all are now. In
Wow.
and
That's
now
a
we're
little
having
lag there.
yeah, we're having an inception moment here.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna get bad. Joe, you're gonna break the internet, and not for a good reason.
No.
Yeah. Well, you know, I would actually say like blame that I'm drunk, but I'm not.
Which is
So
sad.
what? So you had green beer earlier today. So and what
Green
was
beer.
this green? What's this green beverage tonight?
Margarita.
Okay.
That's what I had that was green, you know?
Yeah. I thought about making my beer green, but then I was like, yeah, it's too much extra effort right now.
Yeah.
So I just want my beer.
Yeah.
I really got Joe, you
reel it in. You gotta reel it in, Tim.
Yeah, I gotta reel it in somehow here. Well, I think we are almost at our.
Have we actually talked about anything today? What was it?
we did talk. Yeah, we had the PM minute. We did a little Infocom blurb, and then you brought it back to ISC somehow. But it's all exciting. Now I will say, when Josh Kaufman came out and asked like where people were staying, and then all the responses that were coming out, it was very exciting to see that like people are traveling for this one, and and I saw one of our other frequent flyers here at the AV Life, Adrian Doughty from Nareva. He has been able to travel out of Canada, which I thought was a huge deal because they were not letting people out.
Yep.
So it'll be exciting to see if we get some of our so we have AV Brits. So we do what, AV Canadians? It's a long hashtag though.
It is a long hashtag.
That is a very long hashtag. And how many? We don't really have many AV Canadians, do we? Well, I mean, we probably do because we have a lot of we rank pretty well. We as the AV Life rank pretty well up there.
Right, we do.
So,
Joe.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I think we're gonna have a great time at Infocom.
Thanks.
I think it's gonna be great. Well, yeah.
And I looked today at the education sessions. There's nothing scheduled for Friday.
Friday is going to be owned by Higher Ed. We have multiple events that'll be happening. We're going to start with a live recording of the Higher Ed AV podcast, friends. And then right after that, we're going to do a show floor tour. And then we're going to meet on the main stage for the AV Super Friends. And they're going to talk a little bit about some finds from the floor while we go set up for the Hetma party going on right after.
So what are we doing?
I should do voiceovers. This is so much fun.
Joe, you've done all these. You've done all these other things for the folks within Higher Ed AV Media. What are we doing for the AV Life? We need to do something.
Correct.
I could only do so much on us.
All of a sudden, our leprechaun is speechless.
I think I have to go now.
Let's see how it is. No, but go check out.
This is a voice from the person from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Come back. We're gonna do something fun, friends.
We'll figure something. There'll be something. So keep an ear out for us at the AV Life over at Infocom. Maybe
or I'm just gonna crash a Hetma event. One of the two. Whatever.
Oh, there you go. all of it happens. So, you'll.
There's no crashing if you're actually one of our sponsors. Sharp NEC is a wonderful sponsor of the
there we go.
event.
Are you actually going to be there, Renee?
I'm going. I don't know if I'm going with my company or if I'm just taking vacation and going, but I'll be there.
Cool.
Too many people to see.
Oh, this is tiring being a leprechaun.
It is.
It's a lot of effort when you have little legs. All right. Well, I think this is kind of where we're going to end up leaving it tonight. Erin, thank you for this. Was not where I was envisioning this night to go, but thank you.
Nor did any of us plan.
Thank you for joining us.
You said this was supposed to be a happy hour, and did I make you happy?
You did. So
there you go.
So folks at home, this is my hook and reel for you to come over to YouTube and see the videos that are there. Yeah, you can actually be in on all the insanity that Joe Way has brought us this week. And you could actually see all the stuff that we've got out there. We've got a lot of the videos from the last, I think, about year of podcasts that are YouTube videos out there. So like, subscribe. You can also check us out at higheredav.com, where you can also see James's article. You could also get Joe's podcast and find out more about HETMA. And if you are so inclined to sponsor the AV Life, higheredav.com or HETMA, you could get all those information through the website. So, and hetma.org as well. Oh, lest I not forget, also, if you are interested in the Prism Scholarship, please apply for the Prism Scholarship. Wow, I got so many head nods when I said that. So yeah, hetma.org. It's a wonderful opportunity for those folks that need it to get to Infocom and to get the education that Avixa offers. It's a huge opportunity. Please don't miss it. I'm staying focused on this one. So hetma.org, you'll find all the information there. Fill out the application, join us at Infocom. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be such a great experience. Don't miss out. Joe Way, say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Why did I say Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
St. Patrick's Day. Come on.
What kind of tequila did you put in that margarita?
I know. I don't know why I
That's
said
what happens.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's what happens
But-
when you use the cheap stuff, Joe.
I did. So there we go.
All right. And there's Happy Thanksgiving.
Tim,
Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah, I'm calling the timeout on this so I can close out the
I'll
show.
go find a white towel. Like we just gotta.
Yeah, I give up. I'm throwing.
Bring out the big hook.
Yeah,
for Joe.
exactly.
Gone,
So
whatever.
So to all of our listeners, thank you for listening. If you've hung out this long, and if you still stick with us, thank you for coming back next week. And until our next adventure.
Oh my God.